wanted to do a quick little video on some of the wiring stuff that I'm running into. Uh, well, first of all, I'm working on a 97 Evo, so wiring's a little heavier in this than some of the older ones. Uh, let's see. Well, I'm basically doing a chopper, so so the idea behind a lot of the chopper stuff is just minimizing. So most people that are interested in what I'm doing probably already know that. But so a lot of what we have to do is move a lot of the wiring back. I am trying to save a lot more than some people would. A lot of people just delete blinkers and a lot of the accessory stuff. I'm saving some of it, and I'm also probably going to re-add a few little things that I like one in particular would probably be the neutral light, so that you know you're in neutral. That's just super helpful. So I figured I'd just put a little light in there and show that. I mean, old school stuff. You don't, a lot of times you didn't even know. You just moved your bike. If it rolled, it was a neutral. If it didn't, it wasn't a neutral. But um, it's a good safety thing. You kind of know you're a neutral or know you're not. And yeah, I kind of like having that light there. Kind of lets me know where I'm at. Also, because when you're in a hurry and you start doing stuff, you start something in gear, it's gonna move on you. So, uh, anyways, the main thing that I was trying to address that I didn't see like on YouTube's or anything when I was trying to see what other people do. I know people have done this, but I haven't seen exactly how they did it. So, um, what I'm doing is I'm attaching a lot of the wiring stuff to I guess it would be like a splash guard. It's technically like an extension of your fender, but this plastic piece that goes right in front of your rear wheel, right in this area. Sorry, it's dark in there. So there's 4 bolts that hold that on. I needed to modify it anyways because I am running a custom fender, but I'm also welding it to this area here, the round area. And so this, let me just show you. Gotta be quick about it. Get in there. Oh, well, now I have additional pieces in there, so it's not gonna go on as easy. What's up? There we go. So you see how to modify this piece. I cut a piece there, and then I'm gonna weld my new fender bracket to it. So what I'm doing is I'm running a lot of the wiring through here. I also have this piece that would be here. I pulled that out because I have my fuse panel, which I partially took apart, but I need to get that through there. So you have a few options. You always have the option of dewiring everything, but that's very time consuming. So what I did was I ground this area down a little bit and filed it down. And now that can just barely slip in there. You can see that it goes through, but if I try to put it on this side, that's not going in. So got to do little modifications like that when it comes to the actual plate. This is part of your blinker setup. All your I'm not sure if that's actually your canceller and all that other stuff, but yeah, your flasher. I think that actually might be part of the flasher setup. But anyways, your wires have to filter through that. I'm actually not that familiar with this particular setup. So what I did was I drilled a hole, mounted it there. That'll be just above. You want to be real careful when you're doing anything that because this stuff was located under the, or was originally located under the tank. So under the tank, it's pretty safe from water and all the elements. Once you start putting the stuff down here, now you're in the elements, you start splashing water on electrical stuff. That's not good. So what you want to do is, you're probably safe from the backside. On the front side, you want to kind of make sure your wires are wrapped up well and just protect it as well as you can, because you're more likely to get some sort of corrosion or water in there. It's give you a problem later. So, but the other thing I did was, let's see, this was already on there, so they already utilized this piece for some of the wiring. What I did was I added a Velcro piece. That's the other thing is you start mounting stuff like your fuse panel, and then it's real hard to access it. And the point of having a chopper is everything's easy to access. You pull a wheel out, pull it out. Pretty simple, with minimal tools. It's not as simple as maybe the old school stuff, but I mean that's the point. You want to minimize everything so that you can work on it on the side of the road if you had to, and a lot of people do that. So, but if you have a bolted down fuse panel and it's really hard to get to, that's gonna be a problem. So I decided to use Velcro. I had some. I usually keep a little bit on me, but I had this from when I used to work at the old Harley shop, and yeah, they do that a lot. They actually Velcro stuff down. It's good quality stuff. It'll last for a good while. Nothing lasts forever. But yeah, that's kind of what I did. I wanted to show just some of the stuff I had to do with this piece. And then, because if you look at my fender, I cut it so that from the side angle, you see it looks like it's going a little further down, but it's wide open in the middle. And my bracket will start from there. So it'll kind of be in this range of stuff there, and then the other panel will continue down. And the other reason why I didn't just because this was originally long before I cut it, the reason why I didn't just bring that all the way down, it would look cooler, but it would cover less. And especially once you start relocating all that wiring, I actually do want that stuff protected. So yeah, and it's all kind of a learning process. I'm not the expert guy on any of this. I like doing the stuff, and there's 1,000 dudes that do the stuff better than I do, and I try to watch their videos and see what they got going on and their stuff. And so yeah, it's good for me to share what I've learned, what I figured out, and also some of my struggles, because that's one of the main things. A lot of people learn by messing up, and I'm doing something, someone's gonna be like, "There's a better way to do that," because they ran into an issue. But for me, I'm learning as I go on certain things, and also referencing older stuff that I've done before, and especially the wiring. I love wiring. People hate wiring. Wiring is my freaking favorite. So I don't know something about it. I think probably because people hate it so much, I just like, oh, I'm gonna learn to love it. And actually, I just to clean up wiring and make it look just simplify it, make things work, make stuff light up that hasn't light up, and because I love the stuff with the old cars too. All the old cars, I'd make everything light up and work like it was brand new. And I don't know, something that you won't get from a lot, because a lot of people don't, they don't want to mess with it. It's too much work or it's too confusing. But for me, I'm like, it's like you're getting something like it originally came. With a chopper, you're destroying everything that originally came on it, but it's still nice to have a lot of cool effects and everything. I actually finished my bars too, so if you getting old, it's hard to move. If you watch some of the videos before, I was working on the bars, so now I have them plumbed and the wiring coming through. I also use that braided stuff, so that'll hang down and also hide under the tank. I'll have to make a panel there. It's pretty good, but I don't like this gap here, and I don't want to modify anything anymore, so I'm just going to make a short cover. So just a little stuff like that. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it looks horrible. You got to redo it, but yeah, I'm getting a little closer. I'm going to eventually build, after I put the wiring down here, I want to build a little metal cover. I actually may just build a plate here to clean all this area up. Because a lot of people do that, and that's a pretty good idea. I don't like to add, but because of the way it's set up, it's not the same as some of the old stuff. You might have to make stuff look like, well, I have this other bike here. See, this is the old school wishbone panhead frame, and you can just see that bar is going all the way down, and there's a lot less going on these frames. So then you got to see it. You're like, oh, nice and smooth, flat over here, and then it goes right into the fender. But that's not going to be the case with that I have. I'm gonna have to modify it. So I want to make almost like a one-piece seat. I'll probably just make it, and I might have to make it so that it moves because I'm still running the suspension, even though I'm making the rear kind of all one piece, and I'm gonna run a sissy bar. It's a lot of people just do solo seat and the P pad, and yeah, I'm gonna try to do something different. So we'll see how that works. I might the next video see just the P pad and the solo seat because I couldn't do it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully some of the information is helpful. See what other people have done, and yeah, I'll keep updating. Thank you guys.